I feel like at that time, you guys, watching that video, that first video that's on the channel, like you guys had a fairly established like late model operation. Can you like take me back to even the beginnings of you guys going late model racing as a family?
That goes back to the 90s with my father, John Joyner, Dirt Daddy, we call him. And then also my uncle, Lamar Joyner, and his son, Jody, my cousin. They started dirt racing in the early 90s, got into the late models in the mid 90s. And so they were winning track championships. My dad and my cousin, they were winning track championships in the mid 90s. But, just really local, never ventured out much further than South Alabama, South Mississippi, obviously Northwest Florida. And so I started racing in 2000 and I got into late models in '03, I think, '02 or '03, somewhere around there. So, I mean, we've raced late models continuously from, my uncle and my dad now to us since 94, 95. So what's that, 30 years? before Joseph was born, he was born in 93. So about the time he was born was when my family got into dirt late model racing.
At what point did you guys realize that Joseph was the guy and it wasn't you or it wasn't Joshua?
Well, he kind of got out of driving. He didn't drive very much. He was into sports in high school. So he was always busy with that, but he got to drive some. And then I think he realized he's probably the smartest of us and realized very quickly that there's no future in this, like driving, it costs too much work. I love racing. I want to work in racing. I'm going to find a different way to do it. And that's what he did. And he doesn't drive much. Never did. Joseph, I feel like me and Joseph are very similar on the same level. If given the right opportunities, we both are very capable. Obviously, when this all came along and opportunity came along, I was older than Joseph, and already, I don't know. I'd kind of given up on the thought of being a World 100 champion dirt late model driver. But Joseph was still in that plenty of potential, plenty of room to grow, plenty of room to learn stage. He's 7 years younger than me. So I think we just gravitated toward that. He had more experience than I did at the time. I had gotten out of racing a few times, gone and come back. And he had at the time was just better than me. So that's where our focus was. And that was before the videos. Like I was just kicking around racing when I could here and there. And I really, even then, enjoyed going racing with Joseph more than driving myself. So I guess, I don't know. It never was a question of like, well, who do we focus on? It was just, hey, we want to go and we want to win the biggest races we can win. And, I wasn't going to Eldora and running up front. You know what I mean? That was Joseph. So that's where the focus went. Plus I had to make the videos.
I guess that was going to be my next question is I know you got in a car here not that long ago, but are there ever points where you're like, man, I wish it was me out there?
I don't know. I'm so worried about the videos and I don't know. I mean, you probably know it with having to get a video out every day. If you don't do it, who's doing it? You know what I mean? And I mean, there's a lot of pressure with, okay, I got to get a video recorded and then I got to get it edited and posted in a timely manner. And if I'm not doing that, no one is. So I think my focus from the first, when things started taking off, my focus has been more of keep the content rolling, and so I can remember times when we would go race and I'd be like, man, it'd be fun to have my car here. But that was before the videos. Since the videos come along, like I think I find my, what's the word I'm looking for? My, that's what drives me, I guess.
Your satisfaction in
yes.
the videos.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.